Okay, so what am I doing today? I'm doing a very quick power scrap. What is my intention with this? I have this little tiny bit. This is all I've got left of this pack. This is the Echo Park New Day collection, and I've almost killed it. So the next two power scraps, so this one and the next one, look, I was kidding myself. I thought I'd get a two-page layout out of this. It's not going to happen. So what I did is I printed out all my photos. These are just some photos, just some random photos that I had taken over the first couple of months of Angela's life, and just ones that I liked for no real reason other than they were important at the time. And I mean, they still are, but you know what I mean. And so I printed them out, and they measure about, I think it's 2 inches by 2¼ inches. And it's a really good size. It's not too small, it's not too big. And I printed them all in black and white purely because I didn't know, like, there was a plethora of different colors used in these photos, so there was no way I was going to get them all to meld up to a particular paper pack. And I wanted to try and use up the rest of this pack. This is one of the reasons why I don't buy full collections. I did buy this one. I bought the 12 by 12 paper pack, which included, it included the sticker, the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. Super helpful. Echo Park and Carta Bellum, I find what they do with their sticker sheets, they're quite thick, so they're almost like ephemera. That's how I think of them in my head. Look at me, I'm still trying to power on and get a double page layout out of this. And then I realize how much paper I actually have, and that's not going to work either. So I still had this full sheet of the blue, and I really liked it. And because I printed these in black and white, it worked perfectly. So it looked really nice. Now, I know she's a girl. I understand all of that, but the colors worked. So I'm using them. Just because your children, like looking at these photos, you wouldn't know if that's a girl or a boy. So not to get into the whole girl-boy debate, but I'm just saying, like, quite often when I do any of my photos of my kids when they were younger, I had this really bad habit of dressing them in pink. They were always in multiple different shades of pink. And my husband used to laugh at me. He'd be like, did the washing, everything's pink again. You know, like, it was a bit funny, but yeah. So what I decided to do, and I struggled a little bit. I got to be honest, my head's not really in the game still today. I'm still a little bit out of whack, and I've got a migraine. I get these like cluster migraines, and sometimes, especially when I'm stressed about something, it flares up. So I struggle with that, but you know what? A lot of people have a lot more problems than I do. So okay, so I've decided for some reason this was a cut up out of the cut apart sheet, and I thought, I'm walking on sunshine, that's pretty cute and it's decorative, but it's not over the top crazy amount of decoration. I have the sticker sheets, but you know what, I just don't scrapbook like that. And as much as I've tried to use them, I can use them if I have a mini album or if I'm making a mini album, but I struggle with the stickers. So that being said, you got to watch the laughter that ensues with this cloud. I really wanted to see how the card actually went up and it cut the spikes off the sun. For some reason today, that was the thing that was going to tip me over the edge, was the top of that sun. I don't know if you guys do that, but if you're stressed and you're scrapping because you think, you know, it'll de-stress me, which is the idea. That's why we do it, right? But for some reason, I was just, look at me tip-tapping. I'm looking for another cloud somewhere. There has to be another cloud that will work. And do you think I could find one? No. So I finally, after a ridiculous amount of time, I thought, why don't I just trace this cloud and extend it a little bit, and then it'll work. Can you believe how long it took me to figure that out? That's embarrassing is what that is. So I just cut it out, and then I realized that it needed something to tie it in with the other cloud. Now, now it works. So I went through, this is my swatches for my Distress Oxides, and I decided that I would pull out, which one did I do? Stormy Sky. And that one seemed to work really well, and I just inked it up and forgot that you can't see what I'm doing. I've zoomed my camera back in a little bit, so I've got two options. I can either zoom it back out one frame, and then you can see what I'm doing right in front of my hands, or I can leave it where it is, and sometimes when I'm inking around things, I'll forget and I won't be in shot. So it's completely up to you guys. Let me know which way you prefer. And if you want me to zoom it out just one frame, so just so it goes out one more little tiny bit, let me know. Because I'm happy to do it however suits you guys. That's how I'm happy to do it. So I have left all of this in, and this is literally the definition of a power scrap. You're making decisions, you're not grabbing extra things. For anyone that's new to my channel, I coined the term power scrap because quite often when I scrapbook, just in case you haven't seen any of my other stuff, I will to and fro, I will mix up things, I will reach for more things, which I think all of us scrap like that sometimes. I like to add mixed media sometimes, but then there's other times like this. I just want to sit down and get the story told. Or in this situation, I just wanted to use the rest of this paper pack. Just the next couple of lots of photos, use this paper pack and get it used up. Because I'm finding I buy a little bit of paper, but because I've been using a lot of mixed media lately, I haven't been using my really pretty papers as much. So I go down rabbit holes. Sometimes I'm just scrapping all with papers, and then sometimes I'm scrapping with mixed media and texture pastes and all that sort of thing. So I think everybody, there's a mix between, rewind, say that again. So everybody, you either have all or nothing. You'll either go all in with the mixed media and it's just a mixed media heavy layout, which is what I've been doing for the last week. Don't get me wrong, I've loved it. I'm not over it, but I just wanted to play with some paper packs. And this one is I don't know if I've even said it yet. This one is called the New Day collection, and it is the Echo Park Paper Co. That's what they call it. That's the full term for it. Something I've noticed that happens with people as they use YouTube a lot more, they forget to use full terminology, and for the newbies that are coming along, they have no idea what Echo Park is. So when I think of it, and today I'm being mindful of it, today I'm going to use it in its full title, full label, full. This is something else that I've done a little bit on the last couple of layouts. This is genius. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm actually going to say this is game changing. I like to have something behind my letters. So usually, and quite often, I'll do a title on my Cricut and I'll cut it out of my Cricut. And to be honest, I haven't been giving my letters, my whether they're my Creative Memories ones, whether they're thickers, whatever. I haven't been showing them the love that they deserve. So I realized why I haven't been using them, because it's quite difficult to use these smaller letters. These ones are from Creative Memories, and it's harder to use. They're easy to use, but they're hard to use when you can't get over the top of them. So because I don't want my head in the shot, that's why I sort of struggle a little bit. Well, I love using tracing paper because it gives me that little bit of something between the letters and the background, whether it's mixed media or not. And as you can see there, it's like blurred just a little bit. You can still see the pattern through it, but it's a little bit blurred. And I absolutely love that. That is something that I think is awesome. You can also tear the paper, tracing paper, so easily, and it kind of tears nice and straight. So FYI, if you're an Aussie, this is Montmartre tracing paper, and it's just in a pad. So I picked mine up eons ago. I think I got it from a $2 store. But I know you can get Montmartre supplies from Kaisercraft and all that sort of thing. So if you're local to me, we've got Kaisercraft. We're about to get Lincraft. Oh my God. Dead set. By tomorrow, I have actually got myself all organised, and my daughter and I, we're going to Lincraft. And it's opening tomorrow, and it's gone in where our old Kmart used to be, which was devastating when they took that away. But they've replaced it with Lincraft. Now, if the old Lincraft is as good with the scrapbooking supplies as what Spotlight is, I'm going to be extremely happy, because I can literally walk to Lincraft from my house if I had to. So it's fantastic. I'm super pumped about that. What else have I used on this layout? I've used my mini classy dark blue stickers for my title. I've used the New Day collection from Echo Park Paper Co. And I've used Distress Oxide ink in Stormy Skies. And I do use a little bit of glossy accents. That's it. Minimal supplies. Get the story told. Get it down on paper. And I love how it looks. It's so simple. And sometimes we overthink and overcomplicate our pages, and sometimes we just need to get back to basics. I do this when I'm sort of recalibrating and resetting my thought process, and this is how I do it. Also, when I've found the perfect width for and where my pages are going to be to get that border around the edge, I just zip around with my glue. It's so much quicker than taking it back off, putting the tape around it, and then putting it back down. It's way easier. Here is why I am not buying these enamel dots anymore. I just went through that whole packet, and there was none that was the right colour. And to be honest, I don't use them enough, so I have ordered some yellow, and it should be here in the next week or so, I think. Pretty sure. So yeah, actually it's coming with my advent calendar. I can't wait. Okay, I'm going to do some YouTube shorts opening my advent calendar each day leading up to Christmas. I have purchased the advent calendar from Crazy Craft Obsessions, and Cass and Jacques, I don't think Jacques did it, but I know Cass did it. She sat down and she wrapped up all of the individual presents. It's so exciting. I can't wait. So here it is, guys. This is the close-up. It's nothing over the top special. It is just purely getting the story on paper and using up your paper pack. If you have not already subscribed, I would love to have you as a subscriber. It is free of charge, and it helps my channel out big time because it helps suggest my channel to other people that have similar interests to me. Also, down below in the description, you will find a link to my Facebook group. We share everything over there, and I do lots of close-ups and share heaps more over there. So thanks so much for watching. I will chat to you again soon. Thanks for that, guys. Bye.